What I want to do is go through some information about this week, what we're going to be doing this week. This is week 13. And after this week, the class will be over. But there's a continuation on your part. You get to continue to do this class again if you need to. If you feel like there's not enough time that you got to week 5 and you're like, I'm not there yet to go until week 6 and 7 and so forth, that's fine, because this class, once you sign up, it's yours. You get to keep it. So you can go back and do the steps that I have created for you to do. Remember, it takes time, and don't rush it. Change takes time for you to develop, so do not rush it. Just do what you know that is within your power to do at with the circumstances that you are given, all right? So, I want to share a testimony with you. It's something happened this morning, and it's definitely was not expected. So, I went on a fast, and I decided to fast against social media. Any type of social media, from Facebook, TikTok, as well as Instagram and LinkedIn, those type of things, all right? I did not fast against YouTube, because YouTube, to me, I don't look at it as social media. I look at YouTube as information. And anyways, what I did in the fast was that I chose to go on the fast to get answers from God. I was not sure what to do with imaging coaching, how to go about, what direction to really go in. Because when you started a business, you're not completely sure about what directions you should go in sometimes. Sometimes you know what you want to do, then you start working it, and then you realize there's certain things that you did not work out, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I do? So I have had so many people come at me on marketing, and not only that, they're coming at me, they want to set up meetings, and then I am a person of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it, unless something tragically happened to where I couldn't. But other than that, if it's in my power, I do it. So I get on these meetings with some of these people, and they're going over some things, and some of the stuff that they're going over, I'm saying to myself, I can do that myself. And then I'm like, well, I can delegate some things to other people, even though I can do it myself. But I realize it's not necessarily that I can do it myself. It's what they want for them to do it. They want money, which everyone should want money. That's fine. But it's not that the fact they want money, is how much that they're asking for. And I'm like, I can do that myself. But yet you're asking me to pay you a significant amount to not only to just market me, but to test it out. You ain't even guaranteeing me that this is going to work. You're literally telling me that this is a test. So I had this individual that I did a meeting with. Everything he was saying sounded really good. But then when I started getting to the nitty gritty, this was the thing that really got me with him. Was that when we first started talking, we talked over the phone, and then he ended up saying, okay, I'm going to schedule a Zoom meeting with you. And then we did the Zoom meeting. He went over all the steps and everything, that what he does. He had testimonies from other people and everything. And see, I learned something about testimonies. I learned when it comes to reviews and stuff, you can pay someone to say something that you want them to say. That's one thing I've learned throughout my business. You can literally say, hey, I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars to write a good review, or to say, do a video of a good review, and they'll do it because they're doing it for the money. So he had a lot of people, and not like a whole lot, but he had enough people to say, dang, wow, he got something going on here. But my thing is that I haven't really seen him enough to feel him out to realize if that's something that I wanted to do, So I needed to do my homework. I'm a person of, I got to do my homework in order for me to trust you. I cannot just do it because you say these things or you're showing me videos. I need to see more. Like, I really need to develop a personal, I need to develop a relationship. That's what I am. Let me develop a relationship with you before you try to take my money. Then I can feel comfortable with you. That's one reason why I am doing the 90-day with this program. That's why I'm giving it to you for free for 90 days before I start charging for this program. Another reason why I'm choosing to do this program for 90 days for free, because I know everyone who's in a narcissistic relationship cannot afford to pay money to get out of that relationship safely, because the narcissist is taking their money or controlling their money. So I don't want to make it to where you need this so badly and you can't pay for it. So that's why the 90 days is there, okay? So for me to go ahead and tell you my testimony, let me get into that. I was questioning God on what I need to do, how to do this, what instructions that I needed from Him, because I didn't want to be testing things out. So I said, I'm going to go on a fast. And I'm going to fast against social media because there's so much distraction. And I see so much to where I'm thinking I need to do what I see. Like, oh, people are creating content. Let me create content. Okay, people are getting on Facebook Live. Let me get on Facebook Live. And then I get on Facebook Live and no one shows up. Or they show up and then they don't stay on that long and they click off. And I'm like, okay, I'm literally talking to myself now. So it's like, that's just not it. And then I'm like, okay, well, let me try TikTok. TikTok has more, I get more views on TikTok than I do Facebook. And I started thinking like, well, maybe TikTok is the way it should go. But then I started realizing that, okay, I'm only getting up to maybe 230 views. After that, it's a cutoff point. And I'm like, okay, now I got to pay money to be seen. So I'm questioning God, like, where are we at in the time that we're in that everyone has to pay for things? Nothing is free. I get that. But there was a time when Facebook was wide open and you can post and everyone would see your stuff, I had, at the time, 5,000 friends on one Facebook page and another 4,000 friends on another Facebook page. And then, of course, other outlets that I had, and I would post a picture of myself and I would get thousands of comments about the picture. Now I will post one video and I will probably get no comments and maybe one like. What is that about? It took me a while to figure out that it was the algorithm that was causing that to happen. So I'm thinking like, well, how to get around the algorithm? Well, it says to constantly post. I don't have that much time to keep creating content. I'm a busy woman. So then I start thinking, well, maybe I should hire someone to do that for me. But then I'm thinking like, really, that's still a waste of time. I'm hiring a person to constantly post for me. That means I still have to create videos, because the person was telling me that he was like, you're going to still have to create the videos. You're still going to have to, and then I would take the videos and I would edit it and do all that stuff with it. And then I will post it for you. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, that's still too much time. I would not have enough time to keep doing this, especially with my life, what I have going on from being a flight attendant. Sometimes I'm just not available like that. And then of course, with working on the business instead of working in the business, like, it's a lot. So when I went on the fast, I asked God, I need instructions, what to do, how to do this, and I keep going with the social media and all that, how to get my content out there to view. And I have paid money for for promoting advertisement. I have done that, and people see it, but nothing has come of it. Is what I'm trying to say. It's like I'm spending money to throw money away. That's basically what I'm doing. But I know that big companies like McDonald's and Coca-Cola and Walmart and all that. They spend millions and millions of dollars just on advertisement alone, just for they can be in people's faces. But the thing is that they got the money to do that. Okay, I know I don't. So I'm not trying to be out there spending thousands of dollars just for someone to see me. But I know it's needed. They need to be to see me. All right. So what ended up happening was when I was coming to the end of my fast, I said, okay, there was two things that I heard. And one of them, the first thing that I heard was about my booking calendar. He gave me information about what to do with that. And I said, okay, so I will make sure to do those things. And then another was collaboration. You need to collab with other people. And I said, So it's not taking my stuff to delegate it. It's to literally collab with them with what they have going on too. I said, oh, okay. Then I heard another one this morning. So this was the thing that really got me. Last night, I was telling my husband about I don't have to worry about the alarm going off because I've just gotten home from working my trip, a 4-day trip. And I said, oh, I don't have to worry about my alarm going off because I've been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm like so tired. So when I got home yesterday, I was so tired that I was like, I knew I wanted to cook, and I was like, I'm gonna find something that can cook itself. So I decided to make some pot roast in the slow cooker and everything. And right now it's smelling so good. But the thing is that I kept telling my husband, I don't have to worry about no alarm going off. I'm gonna sleep like a baby. So right now my husband is in Philadelphia. He's doing a basketball camp and everything out there. And I was like, yes, I don't have to worry about. I got the whole bed to myself. I can stretch out and just be all over the bed because I sleep wild when I'm by myself because I love it. And the most thing is no alarm. Absolutely no alarm. And I was like, yes, I don't have to worry about my alarm going off. I don't have to be broken out of my sleep. This is going to be awesome. And I was excited about this sleep. And here it is going on 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I'm going to bed early tonight. 11 o'clock is early for me because usually, like I told you, we be up late. So 11 o'clock is early. So I'm like, I'm going to bed early tonight. So I end up putting on my meditation music. I make the room dark as I can have it. And I have the AC cranked up to 67 degrees because he don't like when it's freezing. I love when it's freezing. So I was like, and then I turned on the fan. Yes, I had the fan blowing. Oh, it was so good. That was the best sleep I ever had in so long. And then here it comes. 7:50. My alarm went off. So wait a minute, what is that noise? And then it's not the alarm sound that I normally have. I have my own alarm. It wasn't that sound, it was a different sound. So I really didn't know what it was. And I'm like, it's not the phone ringing because that's not my ringtone either. So I happened to look, and I had my phone on the floor. I looked down and that had an alarm. The alarm was going off and it said, get to work at 7:50. Get to work. Hold up, I don't work today. I'm off. I'm off for the next 2 weeks, so I'm not understanding. Then I started thinking, like, wait a minute, that's kind of odd though, because I never set my alarm. I didn't do that. So what is that about? So I ended up turning it off, and I went back to sleep. But then my mind started wandering a little bit, and then I looked at the time. And I said, it's too early. I'm not getting up that early. I'm going back to sleep. So I went back to sleep and I literally fell back to sleep. And then I started dreaming. And I had these dreams. I ain't going to tell you about the dream. That's my personal stuff. But I was dreaming and everything. And I started seeing things and stuff like that happening and all that. Anyway, so when I did wake up again, now it's 11:30. And I said, ooh, I need to get up. So when I got up, I got on my phone and I saw my aunt, one of my mom's sisters sent me a text message, and she's at church. And she say, look at this. She took a picture of it. It was a card and it said, think big. And I say, wow, okay, well, maybe I need to come up with a new slogan or something. But then I was like, nah, that's general. People do need to think big. But then she said in the text message, she said, when I thought of this, she said, the people at the church gave me this card and they want people in the congregation to write about their big dreams or something that they really want to do, and that the church would pray with them with that. And I said, oh, okay, so this is different. And then I started thinking about the actual alarm going off at 7:50. And I was like, you know what? I never set that alarm last night. Matter of fact, I remember going through my phone and cutting off alarms and even deleting some alarms that I have for the future just so it won't go off. And I said, I literally made sure to make sure that alarm will not go off. So how did that happen? And so I started thinking, let me look up the numbers. The number 7, what does that mean? It means completion. The number 7 in biblical time means completion. That means it's complete, it's done. God made the heaven and earth in 7 days. He completed it. He actually rested on the 7th day. He completed it in 6 days. And then on the 7th day, he rested because he saw that it was good. So, and then the number 7 is also my birthday, April 7th. That's my birthday. I was born on April 7th, on the 7th day. And then I said, okay, what else with the number 7? The number 7 was also the day that Jesus was crucified. I didn't even know that. It was, when I was looking it up, Jesus appeared to Mary Magdalene on April the 9th, 30 A.D. And I say, okay, he rose on the 3rd day. So that means April 9th. And then when I go, and then that's why we celebrate Easter around that time. So, and I have had my birthday on Easter Sunday, on that plenty of time. So then I went, I said, okay, well, 3rd day. So that means if you go back 3 days, he was crucified on April 7th. That was my birthday. Oh my God. And so that's the revelation that I got. So then I said, okay, what about the number 50? Because I was going to look up 5 and then look up 0. And I said, no. I heard the Holy Spirit say, no, it's 50. And so I said, what do the number 50 represent in biblical terms? So when I looked it up, it said the coming of the Holy Spirit. So when I started thinking about that alarm literally said, get to work. And I am now on 13, the week 13, which is right now. I'm about to teach you. And what I'm going to be teaching you about is preventing future narcissistic relationships. So when I go back and I started thinking about this, I said, oh my God. So now I understand when I was fasting, the answer, it was given to me. And that's exactly what I'm about to do. I am going to complete this. And I'm going to have it to where the Holy Spirit is going to show up and work through it. So it's not going to be a whole lot that I'm going to have to do when it comes down to this working. When you get your healing, and I'm telling you, you are going to get your healing from the narcissistic relationship if you haven't gotten it already. You will not return to another narcissistic relationship. Once you have done this program and you have finished it, God is going to work a miracle through you to where you would be able to go on and live a healthy life and a full life. And he's going to send you the right person to help you with that, so where you can both be happy. No one's controlling no one. No one manipulating no one, okay? And you'll be able to live a life that God has designed for you. So let's go ahead and get started.